Anti-Afro Svengalis. I'm not being gender discriminatory, but men, be sure to cover your ears. I wouldn't want to be responsible for what's going to happen to your hearing. I don't want you suing me on the count of your hearing and your eardrums being busted out. So I think it's for the next about 2 minutes. All men, you need to cover your ears. Stay tuned, and I will return.
Come on, man.
Oh my God! Is this real? Please, God, in the name of Jesus, please, God, I'm being arrested.
Y'all are hurting me. Serious victim, don't now move.
Oh my God!
Code 4063.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
That was unnecessary.
Oh my God!
You can record from over here.
Oh my God!
What's your name,
Oh
officer?
my God!
What's your name, sir? Officer Taylor. Officer Taylor.
Oh my God!
All right, sit up. Where y'all taking her?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Please, God!
Get in the car.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Sit up and get in the car.
Oh my God!
Park the stove.
Ouch! Oh my God!
Go ahead and search her before I put her in the car. Ma'am, stand up for me. Stand up for me, please. Turn around. She don't got nothing on. I was born as a circle too. You got any weapons on you? Any knives, anything like that?
No!
You sure? Alright.
Oh my God!
Put your feet inside.
Oh my God! Can I have my phone, please?
Boy, that took so much restraint, bro.
Oh my God!
I don't even play like that.
Now you know why I said at the very beginning, brothers, cover your ears, or all men cover your ears? That was the officer that you just heard saying he don't play like that. And let me stop for a second. I'm going to follow up on that comment I just made. You know what else he was doing while he was making that comment? He was talking to another one of the officers. He was getting help to look up and confirm everything he was going to write on that police report in terms of what he was going to seek to have her charged with. He was going to get everything he could on her because of the way she was acting. Now, this is a fact. You can deny it all day long. It's true. We know that men don't like to hear women screaming like that. It does something. It does many different things. It's a distraction. It was the distraction. Her screaming was a distraction. It was no effort to get her onto the ground. Leg sweep. He was talking to his supervisor. It wasn't like he had her throw her on the ground and slam her. It's just a leg sweep. It's humiliating. It makes you angry, right? It's frustrating when somebody is stronger than you and they can overpower you physically, especially when you are a person whose brain is in stall mode and your mouth is on autopilot, like this person in this video. So when she got on the ground, it really was not an effort to get her hands behind her back. They waited until she took a breath and then they just put her arm behind her back. She was screaming and hollering. That was the main thing that was causing a distraction. It was very frustrating. You heard him.
Boy, that took so much restraint, bro.
Oh my God!
I don't even play like that.
And now I'm going to get you for everything I can get you. Now, the district attorney may not go for all of what I'm going to list on this police report, but I'm sure going to write it on here. Screaming and hollering, it doesn't do anything for me. People have different reactions to it. It doesn't have that effect on me. I'm not him. It bothered him. This is why I want to point out to you this T-Pre character. I am at this point calling her a character. I didn't see the video that she posted, but people were telling me about it. I got 4 copies sent to me. I put them in the library. But the typical, the screaming, the hollering, the name calling, the bitch, and the this, the typical stuff. But I am here to report one significant piece of information that represents my positive influence on T-Pre. She wants to file a lawsuit against me. And I consider that a successful step in the right direction, because you're talking about a person who has stated the following: under no circumstances should CPS ever be called. That is a mother of 6 talking people. And I believe every single word coming out of her mouth when she said that. I do believe that. I still believe it to this day. But she said it nonetheless. This is the person cursing on everybody out about lawsuits. Your MFers on these lawsuits, and you shouldn't be doing that. This is the same person who got up and told Dumpsy that she told Fold Up Body he shouldn't be suing him. Okay? And between that, these MFers and these lawsuits, this is the same person who was calling me all out my name, swearing up and down I'm the August Archibald person, which isn't the person's real name. Okay? Damn you to hell for these lawsuits, AAS, because you're August Archibald. This is the same person saying these things. This is the same person who goes off the rails cursing you out behind calling the cops, calling the FBI. You're a cop calling.
Know how black people, how the police get down in Delaware with black folks. So my question to you is, how did this become such an issue that you felt you needed to get the Newcastle County Police involved? I don't understand. But they didn't do anything to get the cops called if they called you a bitch on YouTube. I just called you a bitch not that long ago on YouTube. Didn't I just call her a bitch? Like, I'm not getting the cops coming to my house because I just called you a bitch. You are a bitch, okay? You are a cop calling police bitch. I'm not a police calling bitch, but you call the police too, don't you? You love calling the police. Okay, you're calling cops though. For the feds. Bitch, don't send me a motherfucking thing. You the police. Don't send me shit.
This is the same person who's freaking out and having grand mal seizures over you're calling people's jobs. You're doing this with people's jobs. Yeah, this is the same person. And now this is the person who wants to file a lawsuit against me, AAS. Don't you consider that success? I consider that success. But then again, we're not going to escape mentioning her grand hypocrisy. Her grand hypocrisy of being so bent out of shape that I'm calling her a scammer. Yes, I'm calling you a scammer because that's what you are. You're a scammer. But no lawsuit for Fold Up Body, who won on how many panels? No, I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I don't give a shit. I'm just pointing out and showing you how much of a hypocrite and a liar and how she has not a semblance of credibility that you could ever hang your hat on. Have gone on, I don't know how many times. Every time you turned around, people were saying, did you hear about T-Pre on so-and-so's panel? Yelling and screaming at whoever she was yelling and screaming at. You're calling me a scammer. Did anybody say anything about her filing lawsuits against Fold Up Body? You had Dumpsy calling her all kinds of names, mammies and everything else. Did you hear anything about a lawsuit? All the folks running through those panels calling her all kinds of names, including Danny Glover. Did you hear anything about a lawsuit? The person who filed the lawsuit in the federal case accused her of 50 million times worse than being a, quote, scammer. And she doesn't even have the guts to file a response to show respect to the judge and to the court. So this is what I'm telling you about. This is a person that does not have a grain of salt size of credibility, not even a half grain size salt of credibility, talking about a lawsuit. Again, the fact that she even said that, I consider it success and progress. Oh, wait a minute. She did at one point mention something about TCTV has some legal action because somebody did something to his channels, but that's different. She probably forgot she said that too, but she said it. nonetheless. So this is why I don't put credibility or stock, or I don't really take it to a level where, oh my God, this is what she said. There are a few exceptions, and I made that very clear about what I wouldn't accept. And I don't necessarily say I'm going to come here to YouTube and address every single thing she says. But you're not going to slander me, T-Pre. I will take care of that situation. I absolutely do welcome you adopting my strategies of getting this into a courtroom in front of a judge. Because I've never considered YouTube is my judge. Oh my God, what they say on YouTube, that's going to determine my life, this going forward, how I feel about myself. That's what you do. That's why you're working so hard to present yourself in a way that you never have been and you never will be. That's why you have to use other people's names to make money off of these people. I'm one of them. You lied using my name and you made money off of that. That is considered scamming. I don't have to prove jack shit to you. Get this in front of a judge and we'll do it that way. I don't care about a damn lawyer. I don't give a damn what you do or what you say when it comes to your threats. You have no credibility. You sound just like this person in that video. Your mouth has been on autopilot for 2 years while your brain has been in stall mode. And sometimes your brain kind of goes off sputtering a little bit. And this when you come up with these silly little, what do you call them, phrases. And I don't know whether it was at the beginning of the video in the title or the end of the video title, or she said Mr. in reference to me. So that's pretty much her strategy. When she gets mad at you, she screams and hollers and misgenders you. She calls you, if you're a woman, she'll call you a man. If you're a man, she calls you a woman. So let me remind everybody, not that I came up with this brilliant idea, because I didn't. T-Pre is nicknamed Danny Glover. Danny Glover is an actor. You're the one that has been nicknamed, and it has stuck, with a man. You're nicknamed Danny Glover. Would I ever come up with something like that and stick it on somebody? No, that wouldn't be something I would do. But I will send this reminder about the comparison I threw down in the first video. Who is likely to have the hazmat pussy? Somebody who swings or someone who doesn't? And the answer would be someone who doesn't swing. I'm not the swinger. You're the swinger. Adding on to this misgendering, you're the one who's most likely hanging around situations where people love to be called men when they're not. And if they want to be called men, they can do that. That's their personal business. They like to do all this kind of role playing. They want to be called different types of names that they would never want to be called in ordinary situations outside of swinging. So you are into that world. That might be the reason why you keep coming up with these misgendering scenarios. Is this something that you're playing out in your swinging routine? I don't have any part of that. I'm not a swinger, never have been a swinger, never will be a swinger, don't want to be a swinger. And guess what? Crying and whining about, are you shaming me for being a swinger? No. Again, I did not listen to the video. It was relayed to me. That question was put out there. You shame people about a lot of things. I don't have to answer your damn questions. I don't answer any questions for you. I don't have to answer a single freaking question that you pose to me. I don't answer to you on any account. You certainly cannot order me or compel me to do a single damn thing. If you don't have enough sense to keep that nasty ass mouth of yours shut, you have every single thing coming to you verbally. Not physically, because I don't get down with the physical thing. That's you threatening to beat men up and shit. That's how you talk. You absolutely cannot get up here and open your mouth and say whatever the hell you want and think because you have relayed a story that you expect everybody to believe, that everybody is rendered silent when it comes to stepping to you. I don't know where the hell you got this idea from. Maybe you got it from Garfield or she got it from you. I don't know who got it. The chicken before the egg. It's not necessary that these two know about this because this is a common ploy that is used. And we've seen it here in these YouTube streets. But what I want to make sure we know has been made clear. There has been progress. T-Pre has utilized the legal system as a reference in order to try to control me, anti-Afro Svengalis. You'll fail, but I do appreciate and applaud the acknowledgement that my strategies have been impressed upon you. Now, people, what I'm going to be doing, I need to follow up on an accusation that was made. An accusation was made. I'm going to have to post another video. That grown man had made fun of T. Pre because of what she had relayed about her formative years coming up. T. Pre loves false accusations. Whoever said it, I don't recall if it was something that was read on the screen or it was stated or however it came down, but it came out that grown man had made fun of T. Pre because what she claimed happened to her. Well, what we shouldn't be doing is accusing people of things they didn't do. Grown man did not make fun of T. Pre. There is someone who has indeed made fun of women who have reported incidents of assault, but it wasn't grown man. I'm going to get into that in another video. I'm going to let you know who that person is and make sure if we're going to be saying things about people to make sure we're assigning the correct terminology. Somebody making a comment and giving an opinion about somebody is not making fun of someone. I'm going to show you, however, an actual specific instance, an individual right here in these YouTube streets is making fun of women who have reported sexual assault. So look for that video. In the meantime, people, more always is going to come for me. You know the drill. Buyer beware.